Okay, so in this tutorial what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating a polygon and replicating it down a curve. This should get us a shape similar to the one we've got here, but you can do this with whatever you want really. So we're going to start a new area, and then what we're going to do, first we're going to create a curve. So we're going to go to create, and then we're going to go CP curve tool, and then we're just, for this exercise, going to create any old random curve. So we've created a curve, press enter, there's your curve. Now we're going to create the polygon to replicate down that curve. So we're going to go for a cylinder. The cylinder is facing the wrong way, we want to be going that way down the curve. So we'll go to the properties, we'll change the rotation in the x-axis to 90 degrees, and we've now changed that. Now it's also a little bit too long, so we'll press R on the keyboard and then we'll just scale it down, so therefore it's thinner. And now we don't need to move it, but we select it and then we select the curve, and what we do is we go up to animate, and then we go to motion paths, attach to motion path. Now in our example we can just leave that as time slider. Front axis must be set to Y. You may have to play around with this if you're working in a different axis, and also bank must be ticked. I've already got these because I've done this previously. We hit attach, and now the polygon has attached to the path. Next up we go back up to animate, then we go to create animation snapshot. Now here we've got it from start to end, and we've got start time at 1, so the first frame in our time slider, and then 24 for the end time, because there's 24 frames. You can change this down here if you want, but we're not going to. Now the increment, if say we set that to 1 and hit apply, we're going to have increments of our polygon at every keyframe, so obviously that isn't consistent. So if we take that off, so I'm just Control Z to undo that, and take this right down to say 0.1, so it replicates lots. Hit apply, and there you go. It looks like a long tube going down the curve now. If I press something like 5 on the keyboard to switch the view, we can see that that is now one sort of very smooth sort of tube. There's a little bit that needs work if you go close up, but that's something you can work on with the increments and so on. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you very much for your time. Bye bye.